Okay, so for number 2, we have to draw a line AB which is 165 millimeters long and dividing it into a proportion of 3 to ratio 4 to ratio 2. So in this section, we are not just dividing the line, we are dividing it into a proportion which is ratio 3 to ratio 4 and then to ratio 2. So to do this, the first thing is to draw our line AB 165 millimeters. 165 millimeters. Label it as our line AB. Line AB. So we have this to be 165 millimeters, which is 16.5 centimeters. Okay, so the next thing to do is to draw a new line on point A, which is 30 degrees to the line. Using our set scale. Thin line. Okay, so after drawing a line which is 30 degrees, the next thing is to mark and arc with any small radius in the number of division that is needed. So in this question, we are asked to divide in the proportion of 3 to ratio 4 to ratio 2. In the first question, we are asked to divide into 5. But in this section, what we have to do is to add the three proportion numbers together. So we have 3 plus 4 plus 2, which is equals 9. So with this, we are going to be dividing our line into 9 equal places. So with that, we open our compass to any small convenient radius and we mark and arc in 9 different places. I'll be making use of this compass to ensure accuracy for the small line and also for the number of equal places needed. So I have it to be 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8, and then we have 9. So we have successfully divided this point into 9 equal places. So we label it as point 1, point 2, point 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So after doing that, we join the last point, which is point 9, to our point B, giving us a new line which is line 9B. It's a very thin line. Okay, so the next thing to do is to draw parallel lines from the last point to the first point using our set scale. So we're going to draw a parallel line touching point 9,876 up to point 1. So to do this, we ensure that the edge of our set scale touches this line 9B, and then we put our ruler next to this point at which it touches the other end of the set scale. So from this point, we ensure that the ruler is stationary while the set scale can freely move on this point, and we also ensure that the edge of the set scale is parallel to the last point. Then we can move it freely by drawing the other parallel lines. So after point 9, we move to point 8 and we draw a thin line. to the upper line. We move to point 7 to 6, 5, and 4. So with the look of things, we can tell that from the last line, we have other lines parallel to the baseline, making everything to be equal sides. So we have this to be divided already into 9 different places. And from the question, we had to draw 165 millimeters, which is AB, and then to divide into the proportion of 3 to ratio 4 to ratio 2, we have it to be 1, 2, 3. So that's the first 3. The first 1, 2, 3. That's this point. Then we have 4. That is, we count the space of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the other 2 points. So we have 3 to ratio 4 to ratio 2. So to map out the proportion, what we do is to ensure that the point at which we have the proportion has a thick line to indicate that we have them in proportion. So we ensure that this point is thick, that's 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, we make the line thick as well. So we have 4, and then we have 2. This is 1 and 2. So taking the last line. So ensuring that we have a line that has the proportion of 3 to ratio 4 and then to ratio 2. Thank you very much.